Classic IndyCar Series here for race number 2 for the Firestone Twin 275 Part 2. I'm your host Marcus, and I believe I'm joined with someone else, and I'm here with Puff. And we are getting ready. They're rolling out, awaiting the call. And Puff, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, Marcus. You know, I just got done with all my work. I'm going to Brazil tomorrow, so what a way to end it off in North America than watch the Firestone Twin 275 race 2. How are you doing?
Doing great. I'm excited for today. The racing yesterday was pretty cool. I want to get through a couple things. So let's go. The point standings. Points. Agent leads with 33 points. Blake is 6 behind. Dim 11. Chesko 14. And Ford, who is starting on pole today, 17. The starting lineup right now is a random order. Ford finished around 9th or 10th place yesterday. He is looking to start on pole. Agent, who won, is in the back right now in 7th.
If you remember... Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
What I was going to say was, if you remember last night, Ford had that incident with 5 to go where he actually jumped out of his car trying to press the overtake button. I don't know if the jump power is at 0 for today, but as we were saying, Marcus, yeah, the starting lineup was randomly drawn. But yeah, here comes the start. Take it away.
And getting ready for race number 2. It is an early morning, afternoon, green flag in the air. We are back for race number 2 as they go into turn 1, single file. Let's hope to keep it that way.
Yes, I do agree. Let's try and keep it peaceful through these first few laps, unlike last night where we had that major incident on lap 1 or in the early laps. But so far in the 3 and 4, Ford with the lead.
Everyone staying a little bit clean, as I also want to mention most of the drivers on this field did not race yesterday. Those names including are Athen, Nettams, and Anthony. Those three, oh no, and Zed and Shank, or Ollie, sorry. They did not race yesterday, and oh, there's Anthony pulling off on the backstretch. As I'm continuing, there is a new role for Ford that was announced yesterday. He will be taking control of the IndyCar drivers, basically picking and choosing who can join in the series, who can get signed, and who shouldn't. He kicked off Chesko. Let me get the thing real quick. He kicked off Chesko, Jagger, and Dale.
And remember, he also kicked off Nass. Yeah, that was an interesting one. But yeah, Nass is no longer allowed to race in the open wheel series. But as we see here, Ford pulling away slightly here. When are they going to start using their overtakes is the $1 million question. As in second place in Nettams, you know, he was pretty good in season 1, but can he pull it out in season 2? Your Freedom 250 winner.
Oh, into the wall. That's Tim in the back. No damage, but that looked very scary as the damage in this series got upped up a little bit. So you really got to be careful if you hit the wall. We saw a couple of guys hit the wall and immediately get damaged. So keep a lookout for that. Oh,
it's right, Marcus. Remember, there are 0 resets this race. So if you crash, you're done. That's it. Your race is over. But yeah, you know. Sorry. But if you remember, you know, we saw that Team Penske car in the wall in 3 and 4. Glad he didn't get damaged because Dim has been really good in these test sessions as Anthony finally got his car back going. But what were you going to say, Marcus?
That explains why they're all clean now. They're very, very clean. About 9 car lengths from Ford, Nettams, Blake, and Agent all just together. So not trying to make moves out early, and there is not full draft yet, so they are not fully going at what they could be. But we'll see that in a couple of laps.
Yes, that is true. Coming down the front stretch, we are now 8 laps into race 2 of the Firestone Twin 275. See here, we have not seen any pretty much important passes for position, but as we see here, we have who was that going to be? That's right, we got Nettams. Wait, but here comes Blake. Look at Blake, Marcus.
sorry, a little bit. Blake looking to make a move on Nettams for second place in second in the point standing, so he definitely needs to look for some points today. The same with Ford. Ford, a heavy hitter, your season 1 champion, so he's looking to make another championship fight again.
As yes, that is true, but here comes Blake on the outside of Nettams. Can he take it? I don't think he will for now. I think he's going to wait till at least the next lap to make that move, but here comes Nettams. He's going to walk up high. That's going to give Blake the inside run.
And they're side by side on the straightaway. Blake clears, and that's second place for Blake.
Yes, it has now become an Andretti Autosport 1-2. There's Agent all the way. He has come back. You know, last night's winner. Can he win back-to-back and complete the sweep? But we will have to wait and see in laps time as we come out of turn 4. Lap 11 is completed.
Let's hope that the jump button is not in Ford's reach, especially from yesterday. Hoping that doesn't happen again. He's looking strong as pre-race. He did say that he might not complete this race fully, so a potential DNF. So another problem for Ford. Let's hope not, as they stay single file. Ford has led all of your laps. Lap 12 now.
As yes, you know, I'm looking at Anthony right now. I bet he's praying for something to happen so he can get put back on the lead lap. Maybe when pit stops roll around, he can go back on the lead lap and maybe come out on top, but we will have to see. As Ford has now a second gap over his teammate. That is Blake in the number 28 DHL Honda for Andretti Autosport. But for now, it's all the Ford show.
And I might say that it was the Ford and Agent show yesterday. And Agent slowly creeping his way back up. Again, you want to time your overtakes, as we talked about it yesterday. The perfect time to do it is off of turn number 2. You keep more speed in turn number 3 and 4. You're able to full throttle it for the most part with depending on how many tires. I think under 40 it might be a little hard, but you start it there, go around. You do not want to do it 1 and 2. You get so tight on 1 and 2, it sucks. Trust me.
Yes, I can confirm it does suck pretty bad when you're low on tires and you try to take the corner and you spin out. But you see here, we got Agent still in 4th. You think maybe he's going to make the move on Nettams very soon, but Nettams is currently on the hunt for Blake. You know, Blake was pretty good last night. He's in the wall. Here comes Nettams
Blake,
again.
Side by side now. Nettams looking to make up his second place loss a couple of laps ago, and it looks like he might pass it on the inside. He clears him.
Here comes
Agent.
Agent wants 3rd.
Looking for it.
He's holding back, Marcus. When is he going to make the move?
He's probably coming into this corner, as he's not. Maybe if he can get under. He's definitely not able to get under, but depending on what their wing level is, it might help Agent side by side now. Agent looking to pass him coming into turn number 1.
Yes, I'm currently on board with Blake right now as we see Agent make the pass for 3rd place. So Agent, last night's winner, into the podium as he's into 3rd place.
Agent really trying to get that second win for 2 in a row today, but I know once he gets up to Ford, Ford's not going to let him get it that easy.
Yes, that is true. As we see, I just saw Dim check up for a little bit, but currently it is still Ford. But I think Needhams is catching up. I've been looking at the timers. He has been catching up pretty well here at Texas, but Ford is just the powerhouse juggernaut we know him as. Now Agent on the back of Needhams. Can he make the pass for 2nd place?
Definitely will, coming on to the backstretch. He stays his distance for now. He's got a lot more speed than Nettams, so definitely on a different wing level than him. As on the backstretch, we could potentially see something here. And no.
Oh, Agent's going to hold out. He's not going to do much, but here he comes down the front stretch. He's going to take the inside lane for now. But as we see here entering, I think he's going to get him off a 2 with the overtake.
Maybe, but again, you want to time your overtakes. You do not want to use them up quickly. You want to save them as much as you can, as we saw Ford and Agent save. At least we've seen Ford and Agent yesterday save there's till the end of the race. I think Ford was like on 14, Agent was on 15, and we just heard word Agent is on 15, so he's definitely not using those overtakes anytime soon.
As we look at the timer so far, the one with the most used overtake, that is Dim with 13, is now down the backstretch on the inside. That is Agent on the inside of Needhams. He's going to take second place.
Agent, now all he sees is Ford and that trophy. He wants it, and he's going to need it. Your points leader chasing down Ford.
He's just now into turns 1 and 2. He is blipping the throttle, trying to make something. Agent's going to walk up high. Here comes Needhams again.
Again, that's that tightness of that car, whatever wing level Agent's using. He's trying to run it perfectly. Needhams he's got it balanced, especially with tire wear going down. Agent on 50% and Needhams on 50.
As I saw in the back, the 59 slapped the outside wall coming out of turn 2. As we focus back on the front, Agent is hounding and he is hauling to catch up. But I think Ford's using the dirty air of that lap car. That's Anthony back there in the 10th position. He is using that to help him pull away from Agent.
He's going to definitely need that. An unfortunate thing that happened on lap number 2, I believe, for Anthony. He's just waiting it out as everyone approaches their first pit stop. I believe in the next 10 laps. In the next 10 laps, we will at least see one pitter coming into pit road.
As I take a look at Ford's telemetry real quick, he's at 41 tires, 7.9 gallons of fuel. So he'll probably have to make that stop about 10 laps time.
Same with Agent running that same, whatever wing level he's running, very similar, as he's on 7.9 and 44% tires.
2 or 3 stops today for Agent and Ford. Let's see here. Their wing level is 2 to 3, maybe. I mean, that's the preferred wing level, Marcus. But as you see here, I think that's a battle for third currently that was brewing up between Blake and Needhams.
Blake and Needhams definitely need to start trying to at least stay with them. You don't want to let Ford and Agent get too far away from you, especially with how long of a race we still have.
We got a 3-car battle. That is for the 5th position. It is 2 Lotus KV Technology cars and 1 Team Penske. As I follow Dim real quick, current time speeds. Look at that. We have that up on the timer board. As you see here, Dim on the inside of Athen for 5th.
Dim looking to clear as he gets almost into him. Athen makes the move still and stays ahead of him. That could have gotten real bad.
As yes, KV did not have the best race last night. All their drivers did get taken out of the race. But as we see here down the backstretch, I am in the cockpit cam of Dim. He wants to make that move for 5th. As we see here, Athen's going to wash up high. Dim's going to hug the bottom. Down the front stretch. Here we go. Once again on the inside.
Dim finally makes that move on Athen, but can he stick it? Definitely going to be a big fight here for the next couple of laps.
Just that here comes Athen again, the KV number 5 machine, and that is Prime and the number 59 KV machine. As we see here, they are going to momentarily spread out, but Athen wants 5th position back on the inside.
If you didn't notice, Dim hit the wall there. That helped Athen get past him. As here's Prime, the other Athen's teammate, looking to make that move.
As yes, the 2 KV Lotus cars, they want to make something happen here into 3 and 4. They're going to stay momentarily calm. As we see here, that is Athen walking up high. Here comes Prime on Dim. Into turn 1. Here we go. What's going to happen?
Maybe a move as he's running that high lane, so his tire is definitely getting affected now. I think everyone is. As I believe someone... Ford going back up front. Ford has caught more up to Anthony, and he's pulling away from Agent.
As yes, I probably could expect Ford down pit road in the next 5 laps because he is at 22% tires. He's going to be at 22% tires. And it is not looking good for Ford. He's at 4.7 gallons of fuel. And if we go take a look at Agent, he's at 4.9 and 27 gallons of fuel. 4.8 gallons of fuel and 27% tires. So that is Anthony getting lapped. Marcus, can we officially have our first lap car?
And Anthony has to try to stay out of the way. We do not want anything horrible to happen as he's still hanging on with Ford. But let's hope he can get his lap back anytime soon. I mean, there's bound to be something to happen, but these drivers are relatively clean, luckily, so we shouldn't see anything as Agent has started to close into Ford and Anthony.
Yeah, I think the benefit as Dim passes Athen for the sixth position is, the top three are still all on 15 overtakes, and so is Anthony, but everybody else has turned the button a little bit. Dim still with the most overtakes used with 3. He is currently at 12. All right. As we see here, Dim did actually use his most recent overtake to get around the number 5 machine of Athen. As we see here now, Dim with the fastest lap, Marcus.
I believe that is from that overtake that he used to get around Athen. And honestly, with how Athen was racing him, I mean, they were just hard racing. Clean, very clean racing, but hard racing. He was trying to just get past him completely. And now that he does, he's got a lot of clean air, partially to get away from him. And hopefully now we should see pit stops as they get really close to worse tires.
But, Marcus, the benefit of the doubt from Agent is that he now has 2 cars in draft, so that'll help him a lot down the straightaways at least. As we see here, as we go down the backstretch, he has to check up to at least 195 to make the corner, so probably it'd be smart to pit in the next 5 laps.
Sure, we were wrong about the other one, so we'll see it here as Agent getting really close to that wall, coming off of turn number 4. We're on lap 38. You can see their last lap speed right on the ticker.
As I look in the back of the pack, Ollie is falling behind. He is currently 13 seconds behind. Agent is down pit road. He is coming in, and Nedums. So we have 2 cars making their first stops of the day.
Finally, it was about time. I knew we were right there, as Ford will definitely come into pit road either this time or in the next lap, as he's doing it this time. And same with Blake.
As this is good for Anthony, because if he can hurry up in these next 2 laps, he could be put back on the lead lap. As we focus now on the pit exit battle, we have Needhams coming out now. Here comes Blake and Ford, the 2 Andretti Autosport cars. Let's see what's going to happen. Who you think's going to win it off the pit road, Marcus?
I'm not sure, honestly, but waiting for them to get out as Anthony comes into pit road along with Dim. And it looks like car number 5. That is, I believe, Athen. Unfortunate. And Anthony has pulled it in. It looks like he's going to take that DNF. Ford pretty far away from Blake as Ford gets right behind Zed. Is that Agent? Agent's all the way up there. I don't know if that's I'm going to see unless Agent had a very slow stop. No, Agent is way ahead of Ford.
It's a tough day for Anthony.
No, I'm lying.
As you said earlier, Marcus, tough day for Anthony. He is out on lap 41 of the Firestone Twin 275 Race 2. But as we see here, now Zed is the only driver left to pit. And then we have completed cycle 1.
Waiting. It looks like the car number 5 penalty that's Athen is cleared. So I really want to know what happened there. I'm pretty confused.
That means the lead will cycle. Blake and Needham once again going back at it again. Here we go, down to turn 3 and 4. Blake on the apron, he's kissing it. Now down into the quad oval. Needham's is going to keep 3rd place for now. But into turns 1, Blake in the 4th, Marcus.
Blake starting to pull away from Nedums. Maybe potentially used one of his overtakes. But again, they just pit, so they could have changed their wing levels while they were away. So we'll see.
As we see here into 1 and 2. They're going to go back at it again for the battle for fourth, but no, he's going to actually walk up. But so far, it is Agent, Ford, Blake, Needhams, Dim. That is your top 5 here at Texas Motor Speedway. As we go back to that small battle for fourth, Marcus, take it away.
Hold on.
Here he goes on the inside. But he's not going to do anything. Now into 3 and 4 we go. It's still going to be Blake versus Needham for the fourth position as Agent has a 5-second gap. Blake did burn his button to pull away from Needhams. That is a smart call, but he just grazed the wall into 3 and 4, but a complete lap. 48 out of 114 in the Firestone Twin Pacific Live Race 2. Marcus, how do you think this race is going so far?
This is going very, 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 very slow. We're waiting for just anything to happen. This battle between Ford and Agent, will Ford potentially catch more up to Agent as he's closing in on Zed to lap him?
As yes, the lap car of Zed, that's going to give Agent some draft. He's going to make the outside attempt to pass down the backstretch. I believe that is a Schmidt-Peterson car of the number 99. That is Zed. But now into 3 and 4. Agent is still trying to get around him. I believe, no, it's not an overtake. I think that's just him in the draft. I think he is using an overtake. He is not using an overtake. He's just using the draft. But now, here he comes on he's going to take the outside lane to get around. No, he's not actually. He's just going to stay behind him. He's going to play smart, take his draft, and pull away from Ford. As Marcus, there he goes on the inside. He's going to lap him.
Side by side with Zed coming into turn number 3. He officially laps him and is now 3 cars not on the lead lap. That's Zed, Ollie, and Athen.
Ford gained 8/10 that previous lap, but now into turns 1 and 2. Ford is 4.5 seconds behind his first place Agent, but now he has Ollie to get around to fully be in front or by Agent, and Blake in third just has all this clean air. How do you think it's going to go, Marcus?
I'm not even sure. I mean, anything could happen.
As we do think Ford is on a higher wing adjustment, but he will burn more tires and fuel. As now down the front stretch, they make contact with Ollie in the 30 car. Down the front stretch, he gains more time against Ford. That is the number 27-inch Ready Autosports. Caution is out for Needhams. The Dreyer and Reinbold entry of Needhams is out of race 2 on lap 53. Needhams out. And we are under yellow here at Texas. Oh, Athen upside down. I am just seeing this now. Athen, he hit the fence as the 5 and the 11 are both out. As we see here, this is lap 54. We are under yellow for 2 cars being taken out. We have the 5 of Athen and the 11 of Nettams, and the Dreyer and Reinbold and KB Technology cars are out. And we are under yellow. As Needhams is saying something should be a penalty for what, we don't know. I think from the looks of it, I don't know, maybe contact with Athen? I know. But as we see here, under yellow, now coming to lap 55 out of 114 here at Texas. here on Kimmy's Speed World. It is green this time. So Marcus is back. So we are approaching the halfway point. We are 2 laps away. Lap 57 is the halfway mark. But Marcus, here we go on the restart. Never mind. As we see here, they are spreading out 3-4 car lengths from each other. Agent has control of when he can go. Side by side with Ford, these two were going back and forth last night. But now it is a day race coming around 3 and 4. The restart zone, I believe, is past this turn 4 sign. As this Agent goes, we are back green. Ford immediately jumps down low to get the draft. As we see here now, we are going, I'm almost 3 wide in the back. That is Ested and Ollie side by side into turn 1. But now Agent with the lead is, contact! Zed on the outside wall. Caution is back out. Oh, no, there we go. The Bauer and Wilkins number 99 Schmidt-Peterson entry out after contact with Ollie. I mean, from the looks of it, Ollie checked up. He pretty much did what I did in one of the test races a few days ago. He checked up in front of a car and took him out into the outside wall. Yellow is out in lap 57. 6 cars remain here in the twin 275s. As is Marcus back. From the looks of it, it's a no. But down the back, we are officially past the halfway point. As we enter lap 58 now, as there is the number 99 entry of the Schmidt-Peterson car. Hold up. Go. Let's try that again. As that is a drive-through penalty for Ollie in the number 30 Ray Hall entry. So you're green next time. But they're, I don't know if it's GTT or GNT, but usually they double up on green this time. But as we see here, entering 1 and 2 now, and down the backstretch. Spreading out, it is never mind. It is green this time. You're seeing that from your race control little man in a hurry. Remember last season's champion, now race control. As he comes out of turn, as they come out of turn 4, Agent is going to lead the field to green. We're back underway at Texas, lap 59. Here we go. Into turn 1, Agent with the advantage as we go look in the back. Everybody's spreading out single file, going very nice. And that's going to be looking like Dim to make a pass on Blake into turn 3 we go. Ollie going to take his drive through. But yes, that is Dim into third. Can he go for second on Ford? As now as we go lap 60 out of 114 here at race 2 of the Firestone Twin 275. Now down the backstretch, swerving a little bit, that is Dim in the 3 and 4. As the penalty has been cleared on Ollie, but now he has to hustle to not get put a lap down. As I see here, Ford on the attack again. Here he goes. Ford on the attack on the outside. As here comes Dim. Oh, he's put 2 tires on the apron. I don't know if that's going to be anything. As we hear Dim on the outside now. Ollie's still on the apron. I don't know what he's doing. As we see here now, coming out of turn 4, Ford is going to lead once again. Now here comes Agent once again on the inside attack, but I'm not going to count out Dim, Blake, or That's not Athens. Prime, actually. Prime after being taken out early last night. He wants to win. He wants redemption. But into 3 and 4, as I've just been told by Marcus, he will not be here for the rest of the race, so I will be on this for the rest of the broadcast. Into 1 and 2 now. Dim trying to make the lead. Can we get a Team Penske car to the front here at Texas? On board. I'm on board with the number 6. As he makes the pass for the lead. That is Dim to the lead. We have a new leader at Texas Motor Speedway. It is Dim in the number 6, but here comes Agent. Agent wanting more. Now into turns 1 and 2. Ford now on the attack. The number 27, 7-Eleven machine. They make contact a little bit down the backstretch. Now into 3 and 4. It is all Dim, Agent, and Ford. Those two have been the top 3 so far, but here comes Prime and Blake. Prime and Blake want to get into this fight. Into turn 1. Prime into 3rd. Dim washes up. Down the backstretch, almost 3 wide, but they're side by side in the battle for 4th. But now into turns 3 and 4 and down into the quad oval. Agent is going to lead lap 66. Oh, wait, no, lap 65. We're on lap 66. There's Dim back on the attack. He wants 2nd place from Ford, as there's action everywhere on the track as we see here now down the backstretch. Into 3 and 4. Agent continuing to lead the field here at Texas Motor Speedway. Coming out of turn 4, it is still going to be Agent leading the field, but here comes Dim. Dim in the number 6. Team Penske, Hitachi, Chevrolet. Or I don't remember if it was Honda, but as we see here down the backstretch, Ford wanting to get 2nd, but I'm not going to count out Blake. He wants to pass both of them. But when will he take it? Now on to the front stretch. It is so far. Let's caution. For who? It's Prime. Prime is out of the twin 275s on lap 68. So all KV Tech cars are out of this field. Never mind, he hit a track bump, so racing officials are going to bring him back into this race due to a track bump here at Texas Motor Speedway, but currently under caution on lap 68 out of 114, coming to lap 69. Past the start-finish line. We are now on lap 69 out of 114 here at the Texas Motor Speedway. This is the Firestone Twin 275 here on Timmy Speed World. And as we see here, it is all fair play for all these drivers. As we see here, I believe Ollie will get his lap back, if I'm not mistaken. But as we see here, we are down the backstretch. It's looking pretty normal. It's been pretty calm this race. Now here is back. That is Prime. Back as, yes, everybody's laps are changed. Prime on the apron. Is now down the front stretch. Will it be green this time? It is GTT. But Ford is now going to go to the high lane. Now only 6 cars remain. Their last stops were a long time ago, about almost 30 laps ago. So they are going to probably approach their second and maybe last stops, but some guys are going to go for the 3-stopper. As we see here now down the backstretch. The pressure is on. Who wants to lead more laps at Texas? Will it be Agent? Will it be Ford? Blake, Dim, Prime, maybe even Ollie. As they come into 3 and 4. When will Agent go? This is going to be a very late restart. He goes now. Green flag is back out. Here at Texas, a late restart. But that's going to be good for some of these other drivers in the back as there's Prime already making moves. Now into turn one, Dim wants to get third back from Blake. As we see here now down the backstretch, Agent pulls away slightly from Ford. But here comes Dim. Dim wants third place. He's going to have to check up. That could give Prime potentially fourth, not third. As we see here down the front stretch, Ford and Blake getting the draft. They want to get up to Agent and have a three-car battle for the lead. Now that is Prime making the pass for fourth. Down the backstretch, Ollie right there on the inside of Dim. Can he take... That is going to be P5 away from Dim, but Dim is going to pull away. I think he used an overtake there. But as we see here down the front stretch, Agent continues to lead. Ford in second, Blake in third. So it is a Ganassi, Andretti top three. But here comes the KD machine of Prime. He wants Prime into the wall. Cunt! Around he goes! Can he save it? Oh, whoa! What a save! He's still spinning, but he keeps it going. What a save by Prime! But that'll probably put him one lap down. That'll also screw up Dim, who is now a long ways behind. But as we see here now, Prime has gotten back firing. He's geared down the front stretch. Here comes Ford. Ford wants to lead once again. Into turn one, Ford on the inside. But Agent's going to throw the block. Now down the back stretch. Ford into the wall. That's going to give Blake some kind of advantage into 3 and 4. Coming out of turn 4. It's going to be Agent to continue leading. Ford in second, Blake in third. That is the top three. Is Ollie in fourth. He is a long ways behind. Probably gives you some overtake to catch up. That's Ford on the inside attack. It's Ford to the lead, but here comes Agent for a potential split around. Into 3 and 4. No, Agent's coming down pit road. Your race leader, your former race leader down pit road for his second stop of the day. It's going to put Ollie in third, Dim into fourth, and Prime into the fifth position as Agent finally down pit road. The Target Ganassi Honda Ford Chip Ganassi Racing is finally making something happen as we see here. Ford now coming down pit road and Blake. It's going to give Ollie the lead. So Ollie, your new leader, for the first time, he will lead laps at Texas Motor Speedway. Into 3 and 4. I mean, 1 and 2, not 3 and 4. But now down the backstretch, it is all up to Ollie and Dim to see what they can do. But so far, for right now, as soon as the stop cycle is done, Agent will be your leader. As now the battle off of pit road will go to Ford. And then Blake is finally coming out of pit road. I think he got a front wing adjustment. But as we see here now, there is the leader. He is now pitting. Ollie down pit road. Will Dim follow him? He will not. Dim will want to stay as the... Actually, yes, he is. Never mind. No, he's not. He put all 4 tires on the apron, though. I don't know if something is going to happen for that. But as we see here, into turn 1, the Hitachi Team Penske Honda of Dim continues to lead the field down the backstretch. There is Agent. He is now Dim finally down pit road. That's going to give the lead to Agent. Actually, I was going to give the lead to Ford. Now down the backstretch, Ford is provisionally your leader unless Dim can get out of pit road. Quick enough, Blake also down pit road. Ollie made some contact with the wall because he was going kind of slow. Wait, there's still laps. Dim could possibly come out of pit road and still be the leader. I think that's what his plan was. He was going to stay on pit. He wanted to lap the field twice. Ford is leader, never mind. Ford Ford is now once again the leader. Never mind, I thought Dim was doing something smart. As we see here now here comes who is going to be third? It's going to be Blake. Prime is one lap down. Actually, Ollie's third. Blake is not in third. That is Ollie in third. But as we see here now down the front stretch into turn 1, Ford leads lap 83 out of 114 here at Texas Motor Speedway. He wants redemption from last night. But see here entering 3 and 4. It is still Ford with the lead coming down the front stretch. Hopefully he doesn't jump out of his car trying to press the overtake button, as now the current speeds are on the board. 214, 217 now into turn 1. For Ford, he can now take every turn. Agent is most likely on the lower wing lows. Wing lows talking 2 or 1. We are assuming, because he's going pretty fast, but he is burning fuel. Dim with the fastest lap, 217.383 miles per hour. Average speed around this 4-turn circuit here in Texas. Trying to think of the city. As we see here down here in Fort Worth, down the backstretch now. I am currently with Agent right now. He is going 216 into the turns. So as you see here now, Ford continues to lead. The gap from Ford to Agent is about 9 seconds. So it is a 9-second gap from Ford to Agent, as we see here into 3 and 4. He is approaching Dim, who is a lapped car, the Team Penske machine. Everybody has led a lap today out of these remaining 6, I believe, except for Prime. Prime is the only car out of these top 6 that has not led a lap. But as we see here now, down the front straightaway into the quad oval, I'm with Prime right now. He is, so far, besides Dim, the only car 1 lap down, as Dim is hugging that apron with his life, as we see here, because he does not want to get lapped by Ford. As we see here down the front stretch, lap 88 out of 114 here at Texas Motor Speedway. Ford has, I believe, the gap has shrunken from Ford to Agent. As we see here now down the backstretch, the Target Ganassi car. Can he go to victory lane once again and fire off the guns? Or will it be this number 27 711 Higher Heroes Andretti Autosport machine? Into turn 1, we are back on the last lap speed. Last lap speed for Ford was a 213.585 miles per hour. That was your leaders across the line. I believe Dim still with the fastest lap. Turn lap 90 out of 114. So we are all so close to being finished with race 2. Now into turn 1 and 2 and down the backstretch, Ford has now a comfortable sized lead of almost, I believe, it's 3 seconds. My eyes must be deceiving me. It's either 3 seconds or 8 seconds. I don't know. But as we see here, last lap speed 214.187 across the line for Agent. It will be a 213.773. So he is calling to be faster. As I'm assuming he has been using some overtakes pretty much down this backstretch. He has not used a single overtake. Agent has not used a single overtake. I'm hearing that from somebody as we see here down the backstretch for now some cars. That is Ollie, Blake, and Prime. This little 3-car pack. Because now Blake has caught up. We got a battle for third brewing up. Here comes Blake. Blake wanting to make the move for third. As we see here now entering turn number 1. Can the DHL Sundrop machine make the move down the backstretch? Side by side for third. Blake wanting third position. He's going to take it into turn 3. Now coming out of turn 4, Blake is officially going to be on the podium. And as we see here now down the front stretch, yes, Blake now into third, but he's 12 seconds behind leader 4. As we see here now, Agent is 4 seconds behind Ford as now coming out of turn 4 and down the front stretch. Agent's gap has, I believe, shrunken by a little bit. Hey, never mind, it has extended. 4.550 is the gap. 4 seconds behind. Is now coming out of turn 4. Ford in the number 27. His ready all-sport machine will take lap 95. As we'll see here, has the gap expanded? It has. When will Agent start burning the button? As we see here down the backstretch, we are approaching 20 to go. Next time by, coming down the front stretch, as that is dimmed down pit road once again. Yes, as now we are 19 laps to go. The lap car is out of the way. It is nothing stopping Agent and Ford from having a really good battle like last night. But down the backstretch, they must, I believe, pit one more time to be. If they want to be fit, they could pit one more time, or they could stick it out and race on worn tires. But as we see here down the front stretch, Ford gap has extended once again. I honestly want to see if we can see how many overtakes everybody has used. But I want to see how many times Ford has pressed the button compared to Agent. Now into 3 and 4. Coming to 17 laps to go. The interval, has it grown or has it shrunk? With that lap car that's going to help him with some draft, it is shrunken a bit. And now into 3 and 4, 17 laps to go. The lap car and Agent into the wall. As Agent into the outside retaining wall in turn 2, he will not get damaged. As your Ford leads with 16 to go. As after this race, we will take you to the turning mountains of Watkins Glen, New York, for the Galactic IndyCar Series Round 3 at Watkins Glen, only on Kimmy Speed World, MCR, and wherever you find it. The Bubble Boy 05 YouTube channel is the place to go. But as we see here, 15 to go. Into turn 1, Ford wants to get redemption from last night. I hope the jump power is at 0 today. As we see here down the backstretch. Yep, they are going to make it 8.5. Ford's got 8.4. Agent's got 4.6. Agent's going to have to pit one more time if he wants to make it on fuel. But now as we see here down to the backstretch, Ford continues to lead the field into turns 3 and 4. Coming out of turn 4, you'll see 13 to go. Ollie and Blake are going back at it again for third. But here comes Prime. Prime wants to be unlapped as we see Ollie washes up onto the high lane. He will not cut down and take himself out. But as we see here, Blake pulling away slightly from fourth place Ollie, but he wants more. Ollie wants to get a podium for Team Rahal. Down the back, he's into the outside wall. Just like Agent, he's into the outside wall. The gap has extended from first to second. But now Prime is now in contention. Even though he is one lap down, he will be in the 5th position currently. As we see here now, into 3 and 4. Agent continues to lead the field. I mean, not Agent. Ford leads the field into turn 1. 11 laps to go. Now down the backstretch, I think Agent is going to have to pit if he wants to make it on fuel. On tires, though, it's a completely different story. He's fuel saving and tire saving on the straightaways. This is a strategy from the Ganassi team. But now into 1 and 2, Ford leads with 10 laps to go down the backstretch. I believe I saw Dim hit the outside wall. As I take a look through the rest of the field, nothing happening so far. But as we go back to the lead, Ford leads with 9 laps to go. Into 1 and 2, Ford continues to have the advantage over Agent down the backstretch. The gap has extended to 7 seconds. Yeah, Agent is fuel saving. He is blipping the throttle, trying to play it safe and just cruise home into second. As you see here, Ford continues to. Ollie also low on fuel. He's at 2.7 gallons, but he is not fuel. Is now coming out of turn 4. Ford is going to lead to 7 to go from Texas Motor Speedway. .4 gallons for Agent. The gap has extended once again to 8 seconds. Now into turn 3 and 4 goes Ford. Now down the front stretch, Ford will see 6 laps to go from Texas. Now into turn number 1, it is still Ford with the lead. Now down the backstretch here at Texas Motor Speedway, it is all Ford with the advantage. 8.33 seconds is the gap from first to second. Coming out of turn 4, you'll see 5 laps to go. 20 more turns to make, and then Ford is the winner at Texas. As he comes into turns 1 and 2 and down the backstretch, Ford is pretty much, he could potentially he could fuel save like what Agent's doing and still come out on top. Agent at 1.7 gallons of fuel. Is potential that he could run out of gas if he's not careful. But now 4 to go. Ford in. Who's on 2.3? 2.1 gallons. 2 gallons of fuel. Ollie is at 0. Fourth place. Ollie is at 0.7 gallons of fuel. He could run out of gas unless he pits. 1.5 gallons. 3 to go. Yeah, Ollie comes down pit road to play it safe. Ford is not fuel saving. He thinks he can make it. Coming out of turn 4 to see 2 laps to go. He is at 1 gallon of fuel. They are both at the same amount of fuel. Into turn 1, Ford now at a single gallon. Down the backstretch. A lap and a half away from the victory. Coming out of turn 4, you will see the white flag from Texas Motor Speedway. 0.5 gallons of fuel. Into turn 1, Ford is fuel saving 0.2 gallons of fuel down the backstretch. .1. Coming out of turn 4, Ford is going to win off of fuel strategy at Texas on .1. Coming out of turn 4, Agent will come home in second. Blake will come home in third. That is your top 3. Dim will cross the line 6th, 3 laps down. Prime will come across 4th. And Ollie will come home 5th. As that is the result from Texas Motor Speedway. Ford wins off of a single gallon. .1. The final gallons for the top 3. Ford had .1, Agent had .2, Blake had 1.5. Dim will get the 2-point fastest lap points. That is 2 points added to his championship standing. As now down the front stretch, Ford is the winner of race 2 at the Firestone Twin 275. So he will get redemption from his Ford and James. Okay. We're going to try and get Ford and James for interviews. As we see here, we are waiting to get Ford in the As now as we see here, we are still waiting on. We are waiting for Ford to get in the VC4 so we can get post-race interviews underway. But he is not in the driver VC, so I think he just instantly left. So I don't think we'll get. Never mind. That is 8. That is all right. So we're gonna interview second place agent. Agent, you come home second off of almost 2.2 gallons of fuel. How do you feel?
I feel really good about that race, man. That was a tough strategy race, man. We had I took 1 can on both pit stops and I barely made it with some caution help. Just about everybody else took 2 cans on the first stop. That last stint, I actually lowered my wing level to try to get better fuel mileage out of it. And it was rough driving on a lower wing level, but I mean, I had to. I'm official 0.2. I was saving for like the last 15, 17 laps. But a really good strategy from Ford, and he just executed way better on that last pit stop. About coming out of the twin 275s with the first and second and a pole, I feel really good about that weekend.
I gotta ask, how do you think you're gonna go rolling into Watkins Glen?
Oh, we're gonna have to see. I'm usually pretty good at these small courses. I prefer the ovals, but I still have the pace, I feel like. I'm really not sure. I think I'm gonna be going in just kind of maximum points. You know, just don't crash out. Get good points in the race. Try to be in a championship position.
All right, that was second place agent. That was agent coming home in second place after winning last night. We're gonna try and get let's get who should we get? You know what? Prime. You come home in fourth after crashing out early last night. How do you feel?
Well, I feel better than last night. I'll tell you that. I'm surprised I didn't wreck it. I hit a bump, and then later on I hit the wall and almost got destroyed by them. Somehow hanged on to that.
All right.
No, well, I just want to say I'm happy to bring my. Well, what team? I forgot what team I raced for. Hold on.
You raced for KV Racing Technology.
Right. Happy to bring it home fourth and do something for our team after last night's performance. And yeah.
All right. That was Prime coming home in fourth. All right. Dim, you come home in the sixth position, 3 laps down. How did you feel?
Felt pretty good. Real good race. Had some leg issues at the start. At the middle of the race there, I got real racy. Seeing how my car drove, and I was quick, man. I was just lightning fast, and knew I had a good car, so kind of just stayed put. Didn't really push it too much, and then didn't stay with Prime there. He just got up in the wall, just real tight on some dirty air. He had like a bump on entry. Then just came middle instead of staying high, and I was committed to going middle, and I hit him, and instead of just driving right through him, I hit the brakes real hard and then hit it again when he spun in front of me, and the race kind of just fell apart from there. So tried to pit at the end of the race for fresh tires, did it twice, just hoping for anything, like there's no worse I could finish, so might as well, but didn't get the yellow I needed like last race, but good weekend at Texas, nothing to really complain about.
Gotta ask you, what could we expect to see you do at Watkins Glen?
Ooh, Watkins Glen, that's probably my favorite track, probably one of my best tracks. So NASCAR and Classic IndyCar going there. I think hopefully look for a win in both series.
All right. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, that was Dim, who finished 6th. As let's try and get Ollie. Ollie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ollie, you brought your Ray Hall car P5 home, 1 lap down. How would you say your race went?
It was nice. It was super unexpected race for me because I literally just got home and loaded up Discord and saw race was happening now, so I joined. I didn't even know I was gonna race, but they put me in, and it was overall just fun to me. I had a small little battle with Blake at like lap 90, and I'm happy with the P5.
Could we expect anything from you from Watkins Glen?
I don't know. I'm not a big road course guy, but we'll see.
Anything else you'd like to say?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude the Firestone Twin 275s Race 2 here on Kimmy's Speed World. If you enjoyed it, please. Oh, wait. Hold up. Points have been posted. I have to go find the points. It is in the VC chat. Points have been posted. So, Agent, your leader, Blake in second with a 9-point gap, and Ford in third with a 14-point gap. That is the top three in points. Dim Prime, Chesko, Ali, Grez, Nas, Zed, DJ, Needham, Soup, Athen, yada, yada, yada. You know the rest. But as we see here, this was a great race. This was a great weekend. We will see you sometime soon at Watkins Glen. This is Puff, and you are watching Kimmy's Speed World. And as always, y'all take it easy. We'll see you later.